and let's hop to it. All right, so we're going to work on mobilizing here to start with. So let's go ahead and drop it down to our mat, all fours here. So hands and knees, we're going to work to extend one leg out to the side and pushing those hips back. So we're going to open those hips a little bit, those adductors, often neglected. So pushing those hands away, pushing those hips back. You kind of think about sinking into that hip with the leg extended. Try not to rotate. Want to try to stay as parallel to the ground as possible. We'll go relax out of that. Same side one more time, pushing back, stretch it out. And relax there. We'll switch sides. Other leg out to the side, and we're trying to go straight out to the side, pushing those hips back. You may feel one side a little bit tighter than the other. That's totally fine. I know that's usually the case. Certainly that's the case on my end. Pushing that hip back, sinking into that extended legs hip. And we'll relax there. So we'll stay hands and knees here. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So what we're going to do is we're going to work to lower our chest into the ground, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Then we're going to roll those shoulder blades around, extend those arms, really push into the ground, and we'll go a few rotations here, slow and controlled. Want you to focus on hitting that high, hitting that low, and holding for a couple seconds. Just working to get some movement in those shoulders. You can go the opposite way if you haven't already. We're creating circles here, pushing down into the ground. We'll do one more time here. Alright, so we're going to bring things up into our primal position. So we're going to tuck those toes underneath. Hands are nice and firm, fingers spread on the ground, pushing into the ground on the fingers and toes, or hands and toes. Alright, and just going to work to actually engage that primal position. So think about squeezing those abs in nice and tight. Those shoulder blades are pulled away from one another, pressing down into the ground, and creating tension through that body, all the way in from those hands, through the core, into those legs, through the toes, into the ground again. Now we'll go ahead and relax. Alright, one more time, we're going to hop up into that primal position, pushing through those hands, lifting those knees up off the ground, holding strong. Alright, I want you to really focus on squeezing those abs in as tightly as we can manage. Create tension, nice good flat back. Eyes are looking right between the fingertips, and relax. Let's go ahead and bring it back up to standing. We're going to get that coordination under control. Alright, so we're going to do some pogo jacks. So think about your jumping rope, or just doing pogo right here, hopping up and down. Alright, let's move those feet out a little bit wider, and back together. And wide, and together, and wide, stay there. Right to bring it a little bit lower, still keeping that bounce. And back eye, and toes together, and relax. Alright, game plan for today is we have 90 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So during our 90 seconds, you're going to have a movement to complete a number of reps. As soon as that movement is done, if you've gotten the amount of reps, you have a secondary movement, cardio movement to fill up the rest of that 90 seconds. Okay, so the very first one we're looking at is your single leg reach. Okay, so you're going to put weight into that left leg with that right leg. We're going to try to reach as far as we can laterally, all right, far as we can in the reverse, and then as far as we can forward. All that weight is staying on this leg. Okay, so each one of those reaches counts for your first rep. So it's going to be 3 pieces for each one. Okay, so we're going to have 4 on the first side, which is going to be 1, 1, 1. There's 1, 2, 2, 2. That's 2, all the way to 4. Okay, 4 on the right, 4 on the left. Okay, movement number 2 is going to be what we call a DNS star pattern. So we're going to drop down to the mat onto our elbow. Our knees are tucked
hips at 90 degrees, knees at 90 degrees, ankles at 90 degrees, okay? Top hand is gonna reach forward. As we pull that top hand back, we're gonna open those hips, push those hips forward, okay? Should feel those glutes squeeze together nice and tight. We're actively working to get that upper back strong, okay? Reach back forward, come all the way back down, up and squeeze, all right? Same concept, 4 on each side of that. Okay, third movement, we're gonna go back to that primal position that we warmed up with. We're gonna do what we call a side kick through, okay? Up into that primal, I'm gonna take that right foot, I'm gonna sweep it underneath my body, kicking it right out to the side. Again, squeezing the upper back, nice and strong, working really on posture today. We're gonna come back, and then we'll go to the other side. Okay? You can drop that heel down if you like this support, or if you want to challenge yourself with a balance, right out there. All right, always coming back to that base position before it goes to the other side. Okay? Then our fourth and final movement, we're going to call a squat sprawl. So standing nice and tall, we're going to squat down, hands go down, hopping those feet back, boom, boom. All right, and 8 of those. So I'll remind you the number of reps. If you get lost, just follow along with me. Again, after you complete the number of reps that we're looking for in those 4 movements, remainder of the 90 seconds is going to be cardio. You have your choice. I'll be throwing some things at you: jumping jacks, lateral hops. I'm gonna do high knees, butt kicks, jog in place, anything you want to, just to keep that heart rate up. If you want to do our favorite salsa steps, the lateral bounds, up to you. All right, free range. So go ahead and bump that music up. We'll get this going. We're gonna get started with our single leg reaches. So you're gonna get that leg planted. Ready in 2, 1, and go for it. So a big long reach laterally to the back and to the front. All right. So we're looking for 4 all together on the right side, 4 all together on the left side. So as long as that takes, you have the rest of the time to go into some cardio movements. And as far as the order that you go, if you want to reach forward, then reach laterally, and then reach back, I'm fine with that. But you know, it's Thursday. Whoops. Thursday, full body blast. We got to get that balance in there. There it is. This is my 3rd one on the left, and my last one, number 4. I'm just going to start things off with some jumping jacks. All right, so we've got about 30 seconds left for this round. Finish up some jumping jacks. So again, these cardio pieces just there to get that heart rate up, get that body nice and warm. And we'll do 3 total rounds here, so that won't be your only opportunity to get that. Last 2, 1, and relax. All right, so quick transition time. We're gonna get down to the ground. This DNS start pattern, I know that's a super fast explanation, but we'll again have some practice getting through this. All right, so remember 90, 90, 90. Let's reach, pop yourself up, squeeze those glutes, and back down. So 4 on this side, 4 on the other side. I want you to really focus on squeezing this top position. Don't just go down and up, down and up. I want you to really reach, pull that upper back, squeeze those glutes together, and return. Once you get 4 on that side, do a quick flip and see how you do on the other side. I'm really pushing down into the ground in this knee. All right, this top leg is coming completely up off the ground, holding by those glutes. There's 2, there's 3. Once you get that 4th one up into some cardio, I think I'll do some lateral hops this time around. So we're just hopping side to side. And again, whatever method you want to get that cardio in, you do it. If you want to take that just to some steps, you can do that. If you're not quite the the jumping sort, or if you're a second, third, fourth level apartment dweller, anything like that. Last couple seconds here. Heart rate up and relax. All right, quick breath. Halfway through this first round, we're gonna drop down. Primal position. Again, those lateral kick throughs, 4 each direction. Again, finish and squeeze at the top. I'm sorry, 8 each direction on this one. All right, so kick through and squeeze. Back to base, kick through and squeeze. There's 1 round of each. 2. Good. Want to stay focused, moving at your own pace. Really working to get that leg extended. Remember that top arm, we're pulling back, getting those shoulder blades together. 4 down, 4 to go. 8 each on these. These are going a little bit quicker. So make sure we get those reps in there. Try not to overextend. 7, I got 1 more each way. There we go. I'm gonna get those crep checks here. Keeping those knees bent as we go in and out. Get that heart rate up. Get a little extra quad action in here. All right, we got about 20 seconds. Just keep on moving. Getting that lung workout today. How are those quick kick throughs? You like those? First time doing those? If not, and relax. I like to do those in strength flow a lot. 5:30 during the evenings. All right. We're gonna stay standing. We're gonna go for those squat to sprawl. All right, so we've got 8 of these total. Staying tall, squatting down, hands go down, hopping those feet back. All right, hop it back in and stand. There's 1. I want you to really focus on getting into each of those positions for reversing. Good, light on those toes. Looking for 8 all together here. Deep in that squat. Hands down. Good strong plank. Got 2 more coming in here. Squat down. Good strong plank. Back up, back up. Number 8. All right. I'm going to go back to some lateral movement. You know, I love me some lateral bounds. So I'm going to use this one for my cardio this time around. So I'm just trying to stay light on those feet. Again, if you want to go back to jumping jacks, those lateral hops, anything that you would like, just to get that heart rate up, that's fine. We got about 10 seconds. Finish up this first round. Here we go. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Get yourself a quick sip of water. 1 round down. We've got 2 rounds to go. So we're gonna go back, single leg reach. All right, work to bring that heart rate back down just a little bit. So reaching out to the back and forward. All right. 4 each way. I want you to really try not to touch or put weight onto that foot. I want you to just reach out as far as you can. Still keeping weight on this down foot. As much weight as we can. And I'm kind of getting a variety of lunges in there. But all that weight is going to stay centered on this down foot. Just working a little bit of balance, a little bit of strength, certainly some mobility through those hips. Looking at 3 ranges of motion there. Finish it up. Right, 3rd one. This side, maybe that's 4, I'm not sure. We'll do 1 more. Better safe than sorry. Boom. All right. And then I'm just gonna recycle my jumping jacks from the first round. Yeah, some variety in that cardio movement is totally fine. Whatever you're comfortable with, or whatever gets you up and moving, I'm totally fine with it. I'm here for it. All right. Moving that body, last 5 seconds. A little strong for me. Last 2, 1, and relax. All right, we'll bring it back down to the ground. Start pattern. So we've had a little bit of exposure to it from that first round. See if we can make this second round just a little bit better. Glute, main focus here. All right, big reach, big pull, squeeze those glutes. Give me a good 2-second hold and come back down. So I want you to think about your hips, getting those as open as possible. All right, and we do that by driving those glutes through, driving those hips through to finish that into kind of the end of our squat position. Think about kind of standing, finishing the squat. All right, once you get 4, I want you to flip to the other side on that elbow, reaching forward. Big pull. Don't forget about that upper back. Good 2-second hold and back down. And try not to rush this. This is not our cardio piece. Should be working just on the musculature here. I think that was 4. I'm not sure. I'll do one more again. Boom. All right. Hop it up. Give me a little bit more side-to-side action. I like to make sure those glutes stay ready. Winter's coming up. Get ready for the slopes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There you go. All right, 15 seconds. Nice and light on those toes. Try to get those feet going together if you can. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. How we feeling? Feeling good? All right, so you're breathing. Hopefully everybody's on their feet. We're gonna break it back down to the ground. Speaking of being on our feet, we're gonna get down that prime position, go for those kick throughs, 8 each side, at your own pace. All right, coming back to that base, reestablish your center, pull back through. Good. Like I said, we got a upper body and lower body working through here. 8 each side. Really focus on squeezing upper back. You see why we took that time to warm those shoulders up and those shoulder rolls. And I got 1 more each way. Make sure we keep a good strong support hand and hop it up. I'm gonna go back to some jump. Actually, let's do some single jacks. Open those shoulders up a little bit more. 30 seconds worth of cardio. There it is. Hands together, feet together, hands out wide, feet out wide. Ooh, this one's a little harder to talk through. A lot up and down. Doing great, folks. 10 seconds. We're together on this. Come on. Let's move it. Last 2, 1, and rest. All right. I feel like I say all right a lot. But you're doing all right. You're just fine. You're hanging in there. All right, we're going to go down. Move number 4. That's squat to sprawl. All right. 8 of them. Let's drop down, hands down, kicking back. Let's get to it. Feeling good. Try to really test the depth of that squat. The lower we can drop those hips, the easier we can get those hands to the ground. Want you, if you need to, slow this down. Think about really getting into those positions. If you want to slow that squat down, if we need to, we can certainly step it back, establish that plank, step it back in, no harm there. All right, finish those last few reps. That's number 7 for me. One more, and then we'll get our cardio this round. You know, I gotta get back my lateral bounds in. It's gonna be a great glute workout all day here, 30 seconds. Doing great, folks. We're coming down to it. Just a few minutes left. We're gonna finish up with one more round coming at you. Staying light, staying light. Come on. Last 5 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, get that quick sip of water. We got one final round. And about 5 more minutes to go. It's gonna feel good. We're gonna do it. All right, single leg balance. Last time, big reach. I really want you to focus getting as far of that reach as we can manage. All right, if we need to slow it down a little bit, if that leg's feeling a little fatigue, certainly slow it down. But try to keep that balance. Really keep that reach a reach and not a step. There it is. Position number 4. Feel that in that knee a little bit. All right, getting that musculature that we don't work too much. A lot of stabilization going on in that knee and that ankle. Ooh, all right. Balance is there. Number 3 for me. Wherever you are, if you're finishing up number 4, well, let's get into that cardio, your choice. Last time around on these movements. Ooh, good deal. 30 seconds worth. I'm gonna get our lovely jumping jacks here for our final time. Good. Keep breathing, keep that chest up tall. If we need to modify this down to step jacks, we certainly have step jacks. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, DNF star pattern, round number 3, movement number 2, dropping on our side. Remember, the more we can get those hips at 90, the more room we have to open them up, really get those glutes activated. All right, reach that top hand, pull and push those hips, and back down. 4 together. Again, I want to see a good 2-second pause at the top. If you can maintain that balance, that stability, that's what we're searching for. I think that was 4. I don't know. Can't even count to 4 here. All right, let's get them. Other side. Last time on these star patterns. Make them count. Get those glutes activated. Get them through. There's 2. Again, feet should be separated. Knees should be separated at the top. My last one, number 4. And coming back down. All right, I'm getting my side to sides. Side to sides. Getting ready for the slopes. Back and forth. Nice, get all that ankle work. It's gonna be one good strong workout from head to heel. There it is. Come on, folks, we got it. Let's try to stay moving, even if we need to take this to a march. All right, if you're not quite there with that lung capacity for feeling the burn a little too much, we can bring that down, and let's all bring it down for a rest. All right, halfway through that final round, we have 2 more movements remaining. We've got those kick throughs coming up next. All right, let's drop down to our primal position. Let's get them last time, really supporting that down hand, pulling back with that top hand. 8, let's do it. Reestablish that base. Try not to get too excited going from one side to the other. Want to make sure we maintain control. There's a lot of switching back and forth. Certainly a good amount of coordination going on here. the way that we improve that coordination, always having something to come back to as our center, as our base position, reestablishing that balance, getting that mind focused on what that next movement is going to be. Now, one more time here. We'll do squeeze that upper back, and relax. We'll go for those seal jacks. One more time. 30 seconds. All right. And second to last cardio here, folks. If you have it, let's bring that up a notch. Last 10 seconds here before we take our final rest. Here it is. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Alrighty, we're gonna go into our fourth and final movement. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left of class. Starting with those squats, 2 sprawls, getting ready, and 3, 2, 1, and let's do it. Last 8 reps here. Make them count. Want you to good focus on what's going on. When we come back up, think about reversing that movement like you're rewinding the tape. Down, sprawl out, unsprawl, unsquat. All right. 8 reps. Our final 2 coming in. Last one. Good effort. And then we got those 30 seconds. Lateral bounce. Well, let's do it. We're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. It's gonna be our final time here. Come on. 20 seconds. Push, push, push. Right here at the end. Good finish for class. Come on. We got this. Under 10. Big push, big push. Final 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, awesome job, everybody out there. Give yourself a couple pats on the back. You stayed with it. We'll be right back for some abs class. Make sure you wipe off that sweat. Get yourself something to drink. Be back in